Hi everyone, it's Beverly. I'm going to show you how to make my awesome chocolate chip cookies, and shh, not even my kids have this recipe. So what we're going to start with is 1 cup of melted salted butter, and I like to use Kerrygold Irish butter. Then 1 cup packed light brown sugar, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and both of those are C&H brand. 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons, of vanilla extract. I like to use the Watkins baking vanilla. Then we use 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and I use gold medal always. Then 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. Then this is what I like to do. Instead of using 2 cups of regular milk chocolate chips, I use 1 cup of the milk chocolate chips. And see, they're small, not the tiny ones, but the small ones. And then I like to use 1 cup of the dark chocolate chips. And see, they're a little bit bigger. So let's get started. So in this bowl, in my first bowl, we're going to put the melted butter, then the brown sugar, and the white sugar. And then slowly mix these until they're incorporated together smoothly, just so there's no lumps of the brown sugar in it. Okay. And then we're going to drip all over the counter, it looks like. Sit that here. Then we're going to take the vanilla, pour it in the eggs. I'll mix these up just a little bit before I put it in. Pour those in. And give it another little whisk. Oh, nice and smooth. And then in this bowl, we're going to take your flour, your baking soda, the baking powder, and the salt. And we're going to whisk those together really good. And then we're going to start adding it to the wet mix. And if you just dump it all in there, I promise you better have arms of steel, because it is so hard to mix after just a little bit. Okay, so that's in there. I'm going to add a little bit more. Well, my flour doesn't want to stay in the bowl. It wants to go out everywhere. And then the last little bit. This is where it starts getting hard. As you can see, this is what you're going for. Just a good, nice, soft cookie dough. Then take the chocolate chips, both kinds, and just kind of mix those in where they just get really mixed in there. You don't have to stir a whole lot. The more you work with it, the more they stick in. Okay. All off of the center. Okay. Then I like to use these little silicone baking sheets. And if you can see, I don't know with my light, see mine has the little circle dots on there. I'm going to use the bigger of the two. See, this side has even bigger dots, not as many. But I'm going to place a dot on each one of the bigger dots. I like to use a cookie scoop about this size. And you just take it and place it on there. And you want them about 2 inches apart because they're going to spread out and you don't want them running together. Trying to get a good mixture of the chocolate chips in each one. So that one wanted to run away. And don't worry if your little scoop isn't perfect. That's what makes them yours. Get them all nice and placed on there. You know, and I left out the most important part before you get busy. Preheat your oven to 375. And let that be warming up while you're doing everything else. So, the last ones on the baking sheet here real quick. And then we're going to put them in the oven. Okay, now this is where the secret comes in. They need to stay in the oven for only 10 minutes. I've got to set my timer. And that's it, not a minute or a second longer, 10 minutes. When that timer goes off, take those cookies out. And that, guys. wanted to get on for the last minute while they're fixing to come out of the oven, show you the cooling racks that you need to have. But also, I wanted to tell you to get your other pans ready, get the cookies all laid out, because when one comes out, the next one needs to go in. Not sure where all of y'all are, but we're here in Oklahoma, and we've had a bad ice storm the last 3 days. Most of the town that I live in, Chickasha, has been without power since Monday. I have not got to go to work this week, so uploading the videos and trying to get my homework in this time has been a chore. But these cookies are fixing to come out of the oven in about 10 seconds. So as soon as you hear that beep, I'm going to take them out. See, this is what I'm talking about. You don't want them to be in there too long. These still kind of look like they're not done, but they are, I promise. If you wanted to, while they're still nice and warm, you could take some extra chocolate chips and place them on top, maybe some caramel drizzle, whatever, make them however you want to, make them yours. But that's about it. So thanks, and I'm glad I got to share with you. Bye.